welcome back to another episode of Tarot Talk with me, Tawanantoinette. Today we're going to do your May reading. It can resonate for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Like I always tell you guys, check your rising sign first. It's often the most accurate reading, and I'll remind you guys again. Before we begin, just a few announcements. The first one is that this is a collective reading, so it won't resonate for you every single time. Bear that in mind. This is collective energy. Some parts may resonate for you at some points, others may not. All of it may resonate for you because it's your specific reading, or it's a reading that has a lot of insight for you at that specific time. There are other times that nothing may resonate for you, or just parts of the reading may resonate. So remember, it is not a personal reading. This is a collective reading. Be realistic with how you listen to tarot. And the next announcement I have for you is this reading. All my readings are available by YouTube and the podcast. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much. I really appreciate all the likes, shares, all the ways you've supported the channel. Remember to hit that like button, comment, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post new content. And if you're listening on the podcast, remember to drop a rating and share with a friend who you think this may help. And last but not least, a big thanks to everybody who has booked a personal reading with me. Now, with that said, let's get started. Okay, Aquas. The first card we have is Imagine and Become a Shapeshifter. You changed something in the past. We're starting out with the Four of Wands and the Temperance card and the Hermit card. So you ghosted a home environment. You left a home environment. May not have ghosted it, but I said ghosted because that's sometimes what I think when the Hermit card comes out. But you definitely went ghost on a living environment. Some of you guys may have left a home, moved away from a home. That move brought you a lot of balance. Others of you may have moved out from your parents' home. Some of you guys moved out from a home you share with a spouse, somebody you're married to or in a long-term relationship with. But there's some leaving here. We have the King of Swords, and it's clarified by the Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords is you. You are always going to be in air energy. So you left a living environment, and you probably were dealing with a Queen of Pentacles, who's also clarified by the Emperor. There's something about this home environment that was very restrictive, I feel like. Because the Emperor is here. Maybe you're dealing with the restrictions of this person you were living with, or dealing with restrictions as it relates to the environment. Maybe you felt restricted in the environment. But anyway, you left. You manifested something new, because I can see through your imagination. You imagined a new beginning and brought it into your reality. If you're resonating with that, kudos to you. In the middle row, we have Orphaned, which I don't really like when this card comes out, but hey, we've all gone through this feeling. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are orphaned, meaning you don't have a mom or a dad or something happened to your mom and dad, but it could mean that you feel like you're doing something alone. You feel like something rests on your shoulders. We have the Star, which is also an Aquarius card. This is literally your card. And it's clarified by the Sun card and the Knight of Cups. So here you are, after making this big move and this big life change, leaving an environment. Now you're following your own guidance. You're following a higher calling on what makes sense to you. You're following your own unique blueprint, your own spiritual path, your own life path. And you're probably doing things that you love, and you're having a lot more fun and happiness while you're doing those things, because now you're following your unique blueprint. And even if we do stumble on moments that we don't enjoy so much, just knowing that we're owning our journey always brings some level of satisfaction. So I see you following your own guidance, you're following your own path. And some of you guys maybe a bit more intuitive. So you're picking up on the intuitive guidance, following things like probably astrology. You're just following your hunches as it pertains to what to do next, how to build this long-term future that you are thinking of having. So we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, which is what clarifies that you're building a firm foundation for yourself, whether that is a firm career, you're trying to build a firm family dynamic, maybe you left a family dynamic and you're building your own version of what a firm foundation in family looks like to you. Whatever this Ten of Pentacles is, I feel like you're building something stable for yourself. And you're taking a lot of action to do that. And this is what you're supposed to be doing at this point in your life. You're supposed to be embracing the masculine. And the masculine energy talks about being in a state of doing. So even if you don't feel like it, I feel like you're getting up to do what you need to do to build this firm foundation or future for yourself. So good job with that. I don't feel like there's anything else that I really need to say on this, because you seem to be doing the work. The only thing that I will say is don't make hasty decisions in building your firm foundation. Think about the decisions that you make before you pull the trigger on them. Because the Knight of Swords always does things, and then because they're moving so fast, they miss details. Do you see this horse looking at this knight like, bro, calm down, slow down, bro. What are you doing? Like, you're moving too fast. I'm going to give out any minute now if you continue to act this crazy and wild. So just don't be too impulsive with things related to a business that you're building. Don't be too impulsive with things related to whatever this Ten of Pentacles is. A family dynamic or your career, whatever foundation you're investing your time into right now. Don't be too hasty, because I see the potential of making mistakes. I see the potential of looking over things, missing things because you are going too fast. Remember, the Ten of Pentacles is not something that you arrive at in a day. You put continued effort, sustained effort over time towards this, and that's what builds up pentacle by pentacle. You have one pentacle, then you go to two, then you go to three, then you go to four, etc. So have a slow and steady approach to whatever it is that you're building. But I see you following your guidance. Some of you guys may be into astrology. Some of you guys, if you're listening to tarot, this is the guidance that you're tapping into. So good for you. Kudos to you. I mean, yeah, kudos to you. You're doing the work, even if sometimes you feel alone doing it. You feel like you don't have any support, which is what the orphaned card talks about, but you're doing it anyway. So good job if you needed to hear that. And then in the last row, we have Unfinished Symphony and Observer. Someone is watching you. Be aware of that in the month of May. When I clarify this card, I got Reveal Your Truth. So maybe or maybe not. It's 50-50, I feel. Some of you guys, whoever is watching you, may reveal something to you in the month of, or may show themselves to you in the month of May. Others of you, they may not, but someone is definitely watching you, and I get the sense that you know who it is because Unfinished Symphony is here. So you may have an open ending with this person. You may have been dealing with this person and there is no finality to your relationship. You guys probably just fell out, stopped talking, something like that, but they're still watching you and they're still around. It may be a water sign or somebody who is coming up as hiding their emotions, because it's coming up as the King of Cups, and I do not feel like this is your energy. The King of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So this King of Cups wants to offer something, and I do feel like they'll be reaching out. I didn't see this Eight of Wands. So look out for a quick text, a quick call, any sudden means of communication. Email, text, phone call. This person will be reaching out to you, Aquarius, in May. And I feel like they have some kind of offer. Maybe they'll reach out and say, hey, I got you a gift. Hey, I got you something. Hey, I did this for you. Hey, blah, blah, blah. This person is extending a hand. But I feel like they're using this as a way to get in your good graces or get in contact with you again. see you being in your head about accepting this person's offer, because you're coming up as the Eight of Swords as well, and it's clarified by the High Priestess. So you're trying your best to see what your response should be when this person reaches out to you. Trust your intuition, because I get the sense here that you may have a battle between what your intuition is telling you and what your anxiety is telling you. When I pull cards on what should Aquarius do when this person reaches out, I got a new day dawns and see the truth. So this is your advice. When this person reaches out to you, don't try to sugarcoat the truth of who they are. Yes, you can have a new beginning with this person, but make sure you're acknowledging and being realistic with who they are. Don't forget who they have shown you that they are. Sometimes you need to accept people for who they truly are. Like, you can't make them out to be anything. If this person has shown you in the past that they're only able to show up for you on an inconsistent basis, okay, fine. We can have a new beginning, but I just know that you're inconsistent, so that's where we stand. Like, I accept you for who you are. This is all you can give. I accept you for all you can give, and just know that I will be dealing with you accordingly. Let's get some advice. What's the advice for Aquarius in the month of May? What's the advice for Aquarius in the month of May? Advice for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in May, please. The advice card is break the chain. This is the work that you're doing to break ancestral patterns, break different things. You're building a new foundation. See, I told you. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Let's read what this card says. Break the chain. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of maternal or paternal line. Healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, and so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team, your tribe, your friends, a healer, a coach, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. All right, Aquarius, I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to go deeper, remember my booking link is in the description. And just a reminder before we go, I created a new Instagram page called Tarot by Tawana. So search me up on Instagram, follow the page if you feel called to. This is where I share smaller snippets, shorter snippets of tarot readings and astrology transits that are happening. So if you are not able to listen to a tarot podcast or tap into the YouTube channel, you can just scroll and read through what is in store for you via your tarot or your upcoming astrology. So if you guys want to go follow me over there, please feel free to do that. It's at Tarot by Tawana. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.